Hello, y'all. It's Brendan from Flox Nights Podcast here. We'll be doing another preview today. This time we're previewing the Seattle Seahawks versus the Los Angeles Rams. So let's get into it. First things first, no real news to speak of. The Seahawks do plan on activating George Fant from the injured reserve list. They do have to then move someone off the active roster. Who that'll be, we don't really know yet. They have not made that move as of recording, but they will be in the next little bit. But that's really it for the news. Obviously, that's a huge injury boost for the Seahawks to have a solid right tackle coming back for the offense. On the injury front, because we're going to go through the injury report. The Seahawks are going to this game with quite a list. Obviously, Abe Lucas is still out. He was not projected to be back until after the bye. DK Metcalf misses another game. He's listed as out for this one, so that's his second game as out. Cam Young misses another one, and Ernest Jones or Noah Fant is also listed as out, and Ernest Jones is listed as questionable. Abe Lucas is no surprise. We talked about the fact that he might be missing time regardless. Wasn't supposed to be back until after the bye week. So this is no real surprise coming back from that lengthy knee injury. For DK, this is the second game in a row that he's missing. Obviously, a huge blow for the offense. We'll get more into that when we talk about the game itself. Cam Young, rotational D, so not a huge loss there, but still important. And then Noah Fant is another big one for the offense. Main tight end being out. Not really sure what happened to him. Seemed fine in the game last week against the Bills. Must have been something in practice holding him out. But it's big. A.J. Barner and Pharaoh Brown will have to step up and really be, and Brady Russell will have to step up and be the main guys for the tight end room. And then for the Rams, just a pretty standard injury list. Nothing too exciting. Puka Nacua is questionable for the game. That's the only major one. That's the only one I'm going to bring up here. But interesting there. Puka Nacua could be missing another game this year. For the Rams, we'll see. That would be kind of nice for the Seahawks, but it has remained to be seen. And then on to thoughts on the game. The Seahawks need this win. They need it. They're 4-4. Struggled the past couple of weeks. Or struggled last week against the Bills. Terrible game at home. Beat the Falcons the week prior, which was a good win. And then we're 0-3 the 3 weeks before that. So if they can, this team has shown they can get hot and be good. They just need to step their game up. So they need this win. If they don't win this game, we are looking at kind of the easy part of our schedule done. Obviously, this is not what you want to see, but the Seahawks don't win this game. I think we're gonna have to call time of death on this season, essentially. Obviously, don't want to do that, but the way they've looked the past couple of weeks really needs to be shown as something that is not likely to improve too much. But onto the game itself, what I'm kind of looking for offensively, defensively. Offensively, without DK Metcalf, we need to get this offense going early. Get Jason involved, Lockett involved. Barner, without Fant, the tight end's a little worse. Barner's going to have to really step up. Brown's going to have to really step up. Maybe even Brady Russell will get more playing time this way. There's some things there. No DK showed last week that this offense cannot function without him. It was kind of insane, for being honest. Hopefully he'll be good to go after the bye week. That's when they're saying he will be, because that's when we play the 49ers again. But without DK, this offense just like not good against the Bills. So I'm hoping this offense can get going again. Obviously with George Fant at right tackle, it should be better. It should be better. You have an actual solid right tackle. Hopefully Walker can get going. Hopefully the run game can get going as a whole. Hopefully Geno can get going. This offense just needs to get going. It's as simple as that. Grubb has to be dialed in. The whole offense does. Obviously, he's missing 2 key cogs in his passing game, which is not great. Not good. Not great. Without DK last week, we saw what happened. And then you add Noah Fant to that, who, when Geno's in trouble, that's who he looks for. It's been really fun to watch, especially in that Falcons game. Fant had a couple catches where Geno had to escape and find him. So Fant's been really good for that. I'm hoping the tight end room can kind of step up as needed. And then, George Fant's good to go, so that the offensive line gets a huge boost there. Won't have to be starting our 4th stringer anymore. Now we get to start our backup until the starter, the usual starter, comes back here. Hopefully at the end of the bye, he should be back. But we'll see. Still remains to be seen. Defensively, the defense just needs to step up. They need to play better. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's happening. But the defense needs to play better. They got gashed by the Bills. Obviously, good Bills offense, but they were getting dominated in the trenches. They were. The Bills offensive line was moving them. Can't have that happen. The Seahawks need their defensive line to be the strength of that defense, which it is. Because the secondary right now is a little banged up, not looking too great, and then the linebacking situation is not good. So we'll end up talking more about that as we get closer to like the draft. But the defense just needs to step up. Obviously, this Rams offense was injured to all hell. They're trying to get healthy again. They have Cooper Kupp back. You still have Kyren Williams, Matt Stafford, Kobe Parkinson at tight end. Their offensive line's getting a little healthier. So the Seahawks are facing a pretty good offense. Even if Nakua was hurt, this is still a good offense. Obviously, Nakua just brings another level, and Nakua has burnt the Seahawks in the past. Last season, 2 of his better games were against the Seahawks. So, obviously, if he's good to go, it's a scary thing. But the defense just needs to play better. McDonald needs to get them in check, and we cannot be fighting each other on the sidelines. Obviously, not a big deal. It happens. It's football, but we can't be doing that week in, week out, or else McDonald's lost their locker room. And if McDonald's lost that locker room like that, I don't personally believe this, but I don't think he has, and I will give him the benefit of the doubt. First year's not great, but if you lose that locker room like that, there's no hope in you. There's no, you have to have that locker room. So as McDonald needs to get control of the situation quickly. Obviously, I'm still all in on McDonald. I will be until the end of the season, until part of next season. I firmly believe you cannot tell a head coach how good a head coach is off of 1 year, unless it is really bad and there's other issues happening. Urban Meyer had other issues. Josh McDaniels had other issues. There are issues elsewhere that get a coach fired in his first year. Fights on the sideline would be one of them. So let's control that situation, get that better. But otherwise, the offense I felt like has been playing, or the defense, just not been playing good. They've got to step up. They played good against the Falcons. So we'll see if they can get back to that against the Rams. Get that defensive line going, get the pressure going, because that was the main thing. They did not get any pressure on Allen. So let's hope they can get some pressure on Stafford, make his life a little difficult. Play a game, play good. Obviously, to try to limit their run game. That's where the Seahawks have struggled the most. Kyren Williams is on unreal streak right now with touchdowns in his last, I think, 8 games. He's a great running back, and he's going to find the end zone. You've got to limit him though. Otherwise, that's really the defense. And I kind of mentioned it. The keys to the game for me right now are limit LA's run game. So limit Kyren Williams. He's going to get a touchdown. It's kind of inevitable. But limit him explosively. Limit him for the most part. If they get to the goal line, expect that. Try to limit it as much as you can. Do not let Kyren Williams and Blake Corum beat you on the ground. That's what I want to see from this defense. I want to see improvement against the run. We did not see that last week. I was really hoping Ernest Jones would come in and kind of help that situation. He did not, or he hasn't yet. So I'm really hoping that this week's a little different. And then offensively, let's get the offense going. Let's get the offense going early and often. We kind of saw that the Seahawks had the most success against the Falcons because the offense had a lead. We were in the lead. The defense could play more free and could play. And we saw that the Falcons couldn't run the ball in the second half. One, they just weren't running it as much. Two, the Seahawks were actually able to stop it. They were getting stops. So we have to be able to get a lead on offense. So let's get the offense going early. And let's build a lead. Let's try to get ahead so the defense can play more free. On the Rams side, nothing really too scary for me. Obviously, with Puka Nacua possibly being out, that would be a huge benefit for the Seahawks. But at the same time, we'll wait and see kind of what we're saying here with Puka. And yeah, Kyren Williams is really the only other scary one for me on that offense. Cooper Kupp kind of, but Kyren Williams really can beat the Seahawks single-handedly if the run defense doesn't improve. So I'm gonna have to really see that. And then defensively for the Rams, that D-line's coming along really well. So it's really good to have Fant back healthy, George Fant. They do have a banged up secondary right now, which it would be nice to have Metcalf to take advantage of that. But the other guys are going to have to Lockett, Njigba, Bobo, Chanot. They're going to have to take advantage of this beat up defensive line, or beat up secondary. And then the Seahawks just have to keep Verse and Fisk and Floyd. No, Byron Young, off of Geno. Geno needs to be protected this game. It's going to be hard. This is a really talented young defensive line, but they need to protect him. Obviously, easier said than done, but if Geno has some time, I think this game could go well. It's at home. That's saying something, I guess. We did see last week. It was at home, and there was a lot of Bills fans in attendance. Seattle's home field advantage is kind of going away. Not wanting to see that anymore. We need to pack the stadium, be loud, be fans. The 12th man should be the 12th man. It's not right now, and that's just a shame. Seahawks Stadium used to be one of the loudest, hardest places to play. It hasn't been recently. We need to get it back. Part of that is start winning games. Part of that is play better. Part of that is other stuff. Part of that is the fans need to show up. Regardless of record, regardless of what's going on, you need to show up. Do better. But hopefully still being at home will be nice. Obviously, we go into the bye week next week. So lay it all out there this week. And then you have next week to get right. And then you're on to the 49ers, which is not going to be easy. Obviously, you have to win this game first. You have to play well this game. You just have to. The defense has to show up. The offense has to get going. Special teams has to stop making mistakes. Mistakes on special teams is killing us. It just is. When you're making mistakes on all phases of the ball, like you were against the Bills, it's not going to go well. But the special teams needs to pull their head out of their ass and start playing well. We'll kind of wait and see. Maybe there's a move there that they make with the George Fant situation. It's remained to be seen. But I'm looking forward to this game. I'll obviously be watching it. It is 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern. Should be a really good one in Seattle. It's going to be a tough game. Division rivals coming to town. Hopefully, the Seahawks can get the job done, get a win. Kind of in a must-win, must play well game. Obviously, you're going into the bye week, which you can figure a lot out. But coming off your bye week against the 49ers, this feels like a must-win game to get momentum heading into your bye, to then come out of the bye with more momentum is huge. Obviously, the Seahawks need this one. Not much more to that than what I've said. Should be fun, hopefully. But yeah, so I think that really does it for us today. Pretty short one. Kind of went through it kind of fast. Let me know if you want me to slow down, maybe talk a little more about certain things. Shoot a comment, anything. Follow us on Twitter. You can hit me up there, DM us there. Obviously, subscribe, like, comment. Those are the easiest ways for you to get our attention. Follow us on Twitter. You can DM us there. Probably respond there as well. Just talk to us. Let us know what you think. If we need to slow down, speed up, add a little bit, do some stuff. That goes for the main podcast as well. So, just going to leave you with a like, subscribe, comment, follow us on X. Thank y'all. Bye.